DALL-E 3, which is OpenAI's latest image generation tool, is rolling out to ChatGPT Plus users. And this could have a huge impact on how we actually prompt AI systems. So DALL-E 3's outputs are really impressive.
The thing that was incredible to me, as you're saying, is all I gave the DALL-E 3 in ChatGPT was image of the construction of the Great Pyramid. That was the entire prompt. And it took, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds or so. And then it output the four images, and they were amazing. Below it just gave like a quick overview. It says, here are the images depicting the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza. And then it has like a little caption. So the first one is a photo representation showing workers pulling limestone blocks on sledges with a partial pyramid structure in the background. That's the caption. But when you click into it, the prompt that the machine actually gave is
Mm.
quite expansive. So here's the prompt that it wrote for itself to generate this image. Photo depicting the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza. Workers dressed in ancient Egyptian attire are seen pulling massive limestone blocks on sledges. Wet sand is visible in front of the sledges, suggesting the method used to ease the transportation. And then it keeps going on. And so I was like, "Oh my gosh, like that's crazy." Like I knew it was supposed to head in this direction. The second one, illustration showcasing a bird's eye view of the Giza plateau during the construction of the Great Pyramid. Numerous workers are actively involved in different stages of construction. Some are quarrying limestone, while others are transporting blocks using, and it just keeps going. And so that was the thing that to me became quite impressive and alluded to where this all goes. And the reason I say that is when we first started having ChatGPT and DALL-E 2 and Midjourney, it was apparent that the main friction point to get quality outputs was your ability to do a prompt. And so what we said all along was if you're a writer, you're going to be better at prompting writing tools because you can explain things. You can give guidance as though you were talking to an intern or a junior writer. Um, if you're a graphic designer, you can do better with image generation tools because you can explain and you can have a vision better for what the output should be. So my wife as an artist could give a way better description to an image generation tool than I could as a writer. Video production, the same thing, audio production. So your expertise and your domain knowledge actually allowed you to get more value out of the tools because you could create a better prompt. Now, you could go take some prompting classes and learn some techniques around it. But at the end of the day, someone who is highly visual, who is a creative person in that space, can use better descriptions. So if I wanted to give a prompt to say runways Gen 2, I'm not a video producer. I can't like tell it what kind of shot to take. I can't put myself in the chair of the director and explain all this stuff. So once you see this, it's like, okay, we knew that the friction point was prompting and that these language model companies and SaaS companies had every motivation in the world to remove that friction point, that they could use AI to enhance prompts, then more people would use the tools and get greater value. So it was inevitable that this was going to happen. And we saw it starting in phases, like when Gen 2 from Runway came out, that was one of the features that would enhance the prompt for you, but not at this level. And so when you look at these enhanced prompts, it's incredible and it leads to way better outputs from this system. So now as a user, I'm far more likely to use DALL-E 3 because I don't have to be good at prompting. I just have to give it an overall sense of what it is I'm looking for. And then I can pick an image and kind of iterate from there. So it's kind of that democratization of creativity to where anybody could get value from these tools, regardless of their background.